The iPhone 13 is just around the corner, and in just a few weeks, first customers will start receiving their expensive, shiny new expensive phone. But is the new iPhone worth the money? Set to include capabilities like 120Hz ProMotion display, a bigger, better battery, portrait mode video, and more, it makes an appealing option. But with so many other great options coming to the market like the Galaxy Z Flip 3, the Pixel 6, or even the iPhone 12 Pro Max, which is already available, is it really worth spending your money on? Let's talk about it. Taking a look at iPhones over the last few years. There's the iPhone 12 Pro, the 11 Pro, and the XS. All of these phones have full screen displays, all of them have 4G connectivity, widened telephoto lenses, 4K recording, and Face ID. They all have dual SIM capabilities, and the XS and the 11 come with earpods. So what are you missing with these phones? Well, of course, there's the obvious. There's battery life, there's the lack of MagSafe capabilities on those two phones, and there's less brightness on the XS. So this is all to say, you're still getting a lot of value if you choose to go with one of the older options. So now let's talk about the S year. So everyone always talks about the S year as Apple releases headliner phones every other year, but the forgotten phones that fall in between every other year are the ones with minor upgrades, or deemed S phones, focusing on moderate battery improvements and performance upgrades over complete redesigns and brand new headline features. And why would Apple do this? Come on now, say it with me. They don't want you to upgrade every year because people are animals, and they will.
I knew how this would be settled in the animal world.
If they released a brand new phone every single year, you'd have people lining up every single year, myself included, trying to get the latest features on the brand new phone that they've released. Don't you think we'd be changing our phones every single year? Don't you think we'd be those people who are lining up outside the Apple Store every year to replace our existing phone that probably works fine to begin with? By pressing pause every other year and just focusing on moderate performance improvements or battery life upgrades, they're creating a phone built for a market of people who held on to an older legacy phone like an iPhone 6 or an iPhone 8. They're creating this window where people don't want the 12 because it's already a year old, but they can still get something with relatively the same features but added performance. The S here really creates this opportunity for those people, but again, is it the only option? So let's assume for this video that you're sticking with iOS. Perhaps you're heavily embedded into their ecosystem, or maybe you just like iOS, and that's okay. To that I say there's a lot of options available that don't include you having to upgrade to the latest and greatest phone. So if you want a phone that's fast and keeps up and has incredible performance, that's when I would say you should be looking at previous Pro models. Now, typically an average consumer wouldn't go for the Pro models, but by going a year or two back and choosing Pro, you're able to get these enhanced performance features that are also going to lead to your phone lasting longer. While I wouldn't normally recommend going 2 or 3 years back, I would say the iPhone 11 Pro is going to give you much better performance than you would currently have on an older phone, and it's likely to save you a couple $100. Or if you want to go with the more modern, flat-edge design, then maybe the 12 Pro is still an option for you while you're saving at least $100. Or if you want a more modern and flat-edge design, then the iPhone 12 Pro Max is a great option. It's also the phone that I'm currently using as my primary device at the time of recording this video. And now, while these are both great options, they all depend on when the new iPhone is coming out. Looking at a calendar, which I showed in my previous video, the Apple event is all but revealed with an anticipated keynote on September 14th. Pre-orders would then start the following Friday and launch the week after on Friday. So if you want to get this iPhone, it seems that it's only a few weeks away. But time isn't the only restraint holding you back from getting this phone. It's also the cost. Typically, I advise people to wait if they're thinking about getting an older iPhone until the new one comes out, because theoretically, the older phone is going to drop in price, giving you better deals for it. But this may not be the case this year. We're actually hearing in the tech community that rather than the iPhone 13 replacing the cost of the iPhone 12, it's set to be higher. And that's to account for new features like the brand new ProMotion display and better Face ID features. I think with all the new tech that they're packing in, it would make sense for Apple to raise their prices each by $100 per model. Then next year, when they release the iPhone 14, that one would come in and replace the current cost of the iPhone 13. This would make the iPhone 12 Pro Max a total of $1,199 US, iPhone 12 Pro would be $1,099, iPhone 12 would be $899, and the iPhone 12 mini would be $799. So is it really worth the money now raising the prices even higher? I'd say probably not. And while I will be doing a review on the iPhone 13 on this channel, I hope that this video helps you to better understand which one to choose. With so many other phones on the market and just a marginal update, I would say it's probably worth just upgrading to the iPhone 11 or 12 Pro instead of opting for the 13 this year, unless of course you want to wait for the 14 next year, which should be again a full redesign. And I will add that this is all in the context of market price. A viewer of the channel made a great point on my previous iPhone 13 video where they said, when a new phone comes out, many carriers have deals or discounts, making it cheaper than the previous year. Thank you to this viewer, and I would say that's a great point. If you can find a great deal on the iPhone 13, then absolutely it's a better option for you versus going for the 11 Pro or the 12 Pro at a higher cost. But for this video, we're focusing on the full retail price of the phone. So let me know in the comments if you guys are thinking of picking up the iPhone 13 when it comes out next month. While you're down there, remember to hit the like button because it tells YouTube that videos like this don't suck, and hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this from me. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.